your last name again?
Zanoni. Marco Zanoni.
Marco Zanoni, who is the manager and part owner for Buona Forchetta, Garage Buona Forchetta. Now, this is the original El Cordova garage, 100 years worth of history, and they've incorporated the look and the beauty of that in this restaurant. And also kept the names. They call it Garage Buona Forchetta.
Absolutely.
So very nice. So Marco, I've been asking people here in Coronado, you opened up 3 days before the shutdown, so you've got quite a story.
Yeah.
What's been your challenge, and how did you go above and beyond and go the extra mile for your customers, the community, during this incredible pandemic that has stretched everyone?
Yes, I was telling you briefly. So we did open 3 days before the lockdown. We opened on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Immediately we say 3 is the perfect number, and for some reason, even in a complicated time, things ended up working out for us. It was complicated, like at the very beginning when we heard that we were going to close after all the struggle of opening up.
Yeah.
And finally getting the first breath of air, like our hearts dropped for a couple of days. And but we were able to pick them up and kind of change our perspective. And we converted the whole business to takeout deliveries like most people did.
So you offered takeout?
Absolutely. We did takeout and free deliveries.
Tell me a little bit about the free deliveries, because you're being modest, but I know what you did. I live down the street from here, so it's been one of my new local restaurants that I enjoy.
So
they did some very nice things.
Yeah, we did a couple of things. I was mentioning to you before that it was a complicated time for us, for sure. But we were not probably the people who struggled the most. A lot of people out there didn't have the money, didn't have the resources, they struggled even more than us. So we did a couple of things. First, we came up with a family meal that was for 4 people, probably even for more, for what we think a very good price.
Very good.
So and we talk internally between the locations and say, hey, this is not the time for us to make money. It's the time to just navigate through this with the rest of the community. And when this will pass, then we'll go back to our normal business. But right now it's just the time to work together with the people around us, and hey, let's concentrate on navigating through a difficult time. And that's what we did. We did free deliveries, so people that struggled, they were afraid of getting out of their house. So we provided delivery service, an extra charge. Like I said, again, it was not the time to capitalize on anybody's difficulties.
Yes.
We did work with the community also, giving out certain amounts of free meals every day. People struggle, people couldn't afford it, people that lost completely their income, people that were sick. There were like a lot of different situations. Of course, we were new to the island. We didn't know exactly who these people were, so we asked for assistance. We post on Coronado happenings and other websites and say, hey, if you know somebody that is struggling, let us know. Like our motto was like, nobody goes hungry.
Yeah, of course not. Not in a beautiful Italian restaurant like this, no.
And then, we have a beautiful space with an ideal location. What we did, we have a market and deli. We put all our deli cases in one of the big garage doors outside, so people could order from outside. All our wine shelves kind of came out, so you didn't have to shop from inside. You could see our selection from outside, pick whatever you wanted, and go home with your food and your drinks and your bread and your cheese and the cold cuts without stepping in and being safe. So this is what we tried to do, and it was like a couple of months, 2 months and a half.
Oh yes,
probably.
No inside dining at all, no outside dining. It was all to go.
And
there was always lines around the corner, I noticed, because I think so many people anticipated the opening here, and you have those first 3 days, and it was just so good and spectacular, and then boom, we're shutting down. I think we were all in shock.
Yes.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
So they have a beautiful deli here. You can purchase wine, you can purchase cold cuts, meats, salamis, cheeses, great coffees, and of course beautiful drinks and food.
Yeah, we have a bakery in South Park where we bake all the breads and all the croissants and the bomboloni and the Italian pastries and cookies come.
Oh yeah.
So on a daily basis we have
fresh pastries and bread. So this is your fourth location?
Absolutely. This is our fourth Buona Forchetta location. Matteo, my partner, started the first one in the South Park, and then we expanded to Liberty Station, Encinitas, and now we are here in Coronado.
Yes. And now you've talked to me about the silver lining. I've been asking people in this horrible dark cloud of the pandemic where so many people have been afraid. There's been death, there's been loss of income. There's been certainly loss of our social life and connection of community. You've had a different experience. What's been some of the silver linings for your business in this dark cloud?
Well, I think that the most amazing experience was it was a perfect way to connect with the community. It was a very complicated time for everybody. Everybody was in fear and shock, and they struggled in many different ways, probably emotional and in economic ways as well.
Sure.
But because we opened right at the beginning of everything, we have seen how amazing the community really tied together, and they all stepped in as a group. And we had like so many people just coming in and say, "Hey, what can we do for you?" So, and they bought like a gift card, and they bought like a bottle of wine or something that potentially didn't even need. They just say, "Hey, I'm trying to help you out." And for us, being new here, it was like really touching.
Touched, yeah.
And it was an amazing way to be introduced to this community, and we've been able to feel like a different kind of love for Coronado.
Yeah.
So, and like I told you, I work in many different environments, different neighborhoods, different cities still, but I never felt such a thing. So it's something really unique about Coronado, and something that really makes us love where we are. The other part that really worked out for us in the complicated time, we have, like I said, an ideal location for outdoor seating. So we have been able to use the front and the side of the restaurant. And we've been able to use our back patio that was originally dedicated to parking spots, but since we were not able to use the inside part of the restaurant, we have been able to create like a very European looking patio.
Magical.
It's
live music,
yes something.
It's beautiful.
Yes something.
And we've
With the
showing footage of
sails,
it, yes.
with the sails and the plants and the
you
string
and
lights.
your partner did it yourself, homemade.
Yes,
I
yes,
know.
it was-
Costco and Home Depot.
We
and you
didn't really
guys
have
set
the
it
extra
up.
budget at that time, and say, hey,
Yes,
you know,
absolutely.
you see our fingerprints all over the place
Yes.
there. Yeah, and we just put some planters and some plants and some string lights and a couple of sails, a couple of poles, and we did it. You know, it was a quick fix. Maybe in the future we can do something better, but we have been very lucky, and
Yeah.
it's not been everybody's reality. There are people that really they didn't have the opportunity to put tables outside. So I really feel for those businesses that struggle.
Yes.
So for us, you know, when I said like 3 is the perfect number, probably, you know, we were meant to be open at that time
Thank you.
to really connect with the place where we are working, and to have an opportunity to experience the outdoor seating rather than the indoor. So, you know, we have been lucky. We have been lucky. I can't complain. You know, so we are at the other end of the tunnel.
Yeah.
And so we are here sharing the story. So I'm glad
Well, I
we
think
are.
there's a lot of change that's going to happen. I wonder how many outdoor dinings, the outdoor gyms, the various things that are happening all through Coronado and Imperial Beach, and just the shift and the people working more remotely. There's a lot of change that's going to happen. Probably good change that will happen out of this horrible pandemic. But it's sure bringing people closer together, and your staff too. You said they've gone kind of like a family. You have that environment there.
We are Italian people, so family is a big value to us.
Yes,
I
of
think
course.
that is something you feel also when you come in and dine with
Yes,
us
you
a
do.
couple of times, and then we get to know you pretty quickly. Well, again, when in the moment of struggle, even with our staff, we were close to them. And we really try to identify people who struggle the most and try to give employment directly to the people that really needed it.
Yeah.
Some people were fine with fire unemployment. Other people were not. They needed much more than that. And so we really focus on those relationships. And I think it's changed also the feel of our work environment. So
Yeah.
we are not just employers, we are not just numbers, employees. No, we are a group of people spending time together.
You feel that when you dine here. I was here with my daughter the other night, and you feel that it's just such a synergy in the team spirit. They're all waiting on you and taking care of you, and everybody seems to know what you're doing or what you've ordered, and it's not just one person. There's a real
I
synergy
always
with
tell
it.
my guys,
I love it.
we are not into the food and beverage industry, we are into the hospitality business.
Yes.
So either you have it or you don't. It's very hard to teach. And we hire based on that.
Yeah.
Like when you come in, this is my place, this is my house.
Yeah.
So I need to welcome you as an honored guest.
Well, you've sure done a wonderful job, and
Thank you, Sharon.
had a very exciting, different start than I
Right,
imagined
right.
you and your partner ever imagined at Garage Buona Forchetta. It's right on the corner of 9th and C Avenue.
10th and C.
10th, oh, we're at 10th, that's right, excuse me. 10th and C Avenue, and I live down the street. You've got to come and experience this warm-hearted hospitality amongst the delicious food, wine, and Italian fresh-selling pastries. So, anyway, thanks so much for that,
Thank you,
Marco.
Shirley. Thank you for the
so
opportunity.
much, and saying hi, and we'll go cruising around Coronado with you and see where we'll be next.